Welcome to our 15th annual Good Friday walk and our first virtual walk. We welcome you to look at some of the videos, some are recent and some from past walks, to get some reflections for this very holy week and a very holy day, Good Friday. I am Kim Batchelor. I usually facilitate the walk. I just handle some of the details of it, and I don't usually speak, but this time I felt called to tell you about a monologue, to actually share a monologue that I had done for my church. And it's based on the story of Mary, the woman who has perfume. She puts the perfume nard on the feet of Jesus, uses her hair to wipe it away. I had that role when I was in high school and did not know the full story. In fact, I don't think I even knew that story until very recently. It's a story that comes from the 12th chapter of John. Mary is the sister of Martha and also the sister of Lazarus, who was raised from the dead. If we think about that time when she is wiping away the perfume, that she is preparing Jesus, it's a very, very stressful time, very, very full of fear. And it says something about what we're going through today. We're dealing with our own fears. So I'd like to share this story of Mary the Anointer. But first, I also want to recognize my inspiration coming from Rachel Held Evans. I would like to dedicate this to her. In her book, Inspired, it inspired me because she does a great job of putting you inside the skin of biblical women. So this is in honor of Rachel. We miss her very much. There is quiet as everyone enters our house. My brother Lazarus, given new life, has invited many to hear the rabbi speak. They pour into the front room and the courtyard. My sister Martha offers hospitality, but many refuse anything but drink. I see the rabbi Jesus now. He has not yet entered the door, but pauses there. Come in, I mouth as I motion for him to enter the main room. He smiles slightly, but waits as those gathered in front of him part, then slowly makes his way inside. I go to collect the water and a cloth before greeting him, and Martha waits for me at the back of the room, where she hands me both the cloth and bowl, as well as a small jar. She nods. My hands shake, and I'm not certain why. I have welcomed many a weary traveler burdened by the road, but fear travels through us now, all of us gathered here. A violence quivers through everything around us. I steady myself as I kneel and pour the water into the bowl. Rabbi Jesus' long distances of travel are apparent through the cloth as I draw it over his feet. The scars of calluses, remnants of exhaustion embedded in thickened skin, healed wounds from pushing ahead to the next village. I spoke once to Jesus' mother, a Mary as am I. She told me she was once given frankincense and myrrh as a gift when her son was a small child. She still carries it. I reach for the jar and open it. The room fills with earthy perfume. I ignore one's harsh gaze and how he admonishes me. I know this man, Judas. He does not care about the poor, and the common purse he carries is lighter because he takes from it. Instead, I glance up at the rabbi, pull my braid from under my head covering, and lower my gaze to the ground as I unwind it. I pour the perfume over his feet. Instead of the cloth, I use my hair to dry them, drawing up with the perfume the words that he carried over the land. I committed those teachings to my heart upon hearing them here in this house. Rabbi's response to Judas is not sharp, but instead he speaks in a low voice. Leave her alone. She bought it so that she might keep it for the day of my burial. You always have the poor with you, but you do not always have me. I slowly get to my feet, humbled by his blessing. The ancient words of our people accompany me in my thoughts. The poor will never disappear from the earth, but we must generously stretch out our hand to them. Must we lose one man's life, this man's life, to save our people? What I have done is not only the anointing of the rabbi as he walks into a valley where death may await him. It is the beginning of my own journey, a cross of my own to take up. I set aside the water and perfumed nard and joined the other women, Mary of Magdala and my sister Martha. On either side of me, they grasped my hand. We are happy that you are joining us on this virtual walk. We have posted many past and current videos to help you reflect on this time and the teachings of Jesus on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Dallas Christians, one word, and Twitter at DACPATX, which is DACPATX. You can also view other videos on our YouTube page, youtube.com/Dallas Christians.